can we just decree and declare that we are going to move forward in the Lord unapologetically? And what I mean is not moving in pride, but I mean that you heard God. God said what he said, and now it's time to respond to God. Sometimes disconnecting, whether it can be people, a person, a person, or a thing, sometimes we'll allow ourselves to settle in a place in a place of grief for a moment. But the thing about it is I'm at the place with God to where whatever I gotta do to get to where God is calling me, I'm gonna do it, baby. If I gotta cut you off, if I gotta disconnect, I'm gonna do it in a heartbeat. Why? Because I'm trying to get to where God is trying to take me. And sometimes it's not that disconnection. It's not that God telling you to disconnect from this or that. It's not that this is a bad person or they are bad people or that is a bad thing. But it's just that may have been a seasonal thing. It's just that they can't go with you to where God is trying to take you. It's just that they can't, like, where God is taking you, right? Like, it's beyond where you are. It's just that they could possibly be blocking what God is trying to do right? What God is trying to do in your life. And so we have to stop looking at things from our perspective and looking at things from God's perspective, because and what I mean by that has to be like a daily prayer. Like, Lord, help me to see things from your perspective, because the reality, even in what I just said, is that sometimes we will plan things and think that we're going to be in something or attached to something or someone or whatever it is for X amount of time. Like, this is how long I'm going to do this. And then God says season is up way before you thought it was going to be up. Right. But then that's in that moment, that's when you realize that, okay, that wasn't my plan. That wasn't God's plan. It was my plan. And so we have to get to that point to where we trust in God's plan and that we allow him to lead and let him take control. It's okay. I just want you to know it's okay. If God is telling you to let go, let go. If God is telling you to disconnect, disconnect. Because I can assure you that the plan that God has for you is so much greater than what you could even fathom, exceedingly abundantly above all that you could think of. And some of you, even in your dreaming big, you think you're dreaming big, but even your big dream is not as big as what God has for you, right? And so listen, I move forward in God unapologetically, because God is trying to get you somewhere, right? And we can't get to where we need to go if we're holding on to things that God told us to let go of. And I know sometimes it can be hard to let go and release, but every day has to be a constant surrender and submitting to God every day. Like that. I mean, that's a daily walk, right? You can't surrender on Sunday and that be it, like once a week or once a month. No, it has to be a daily thing, because every day is going to require a new thing. Every day may require a new set of instructions from the Lord. And so you have to be in position to hear and to receive that. And so I just want to encourage you on today. If God said to disconnect, baby, you better disconnect, because I don't know about you, but I'm trying to get to where God is trying to take me. And baby, ain't nobody gonna stop me from getting to where God is trying to take. Ain't nothing gonna stand in my way from getting into my next. And when I tell you, there have been some things that I had to disconnect from and let go of. When I tell you that when I stepped out on faith and did it and showed God that, okay, Lord, I don't understand this, but I trust you in it. When I tell you, it opened up some doors, and even some doors I'm not aware of, but I know that it opened up some things for me, baby. God is good. That's all I can say. God is good. But we have to learn how to trust God even when we don't understand. Because at the end of the day, God is still God even when we don't understand. He is still God. He is seated on the throne, right? Okay. He is in control, right? When we allow him to be. That's the key thing. Allow him to be. Some of us, we want to be the ones in control, but that's not how that works. We got to relinquish that control to the Lord and allow him to be God. Listen, this is Encounters with God. I love you guys. Be blessed. See you soon.